Hello, my name is Mike Carlson, and I will be presenting to you today about how the United States shot down a Chinese spy balloon. What is said Chinese spy balloon? Well, it's a high altitude surveillance balloon, and according to CNN, it is being used to monitor United States communications. Also, according to CBS, it was nearly 200 feet tall, which is similar to the size of the Statue of Liberty, which is actually pretty huge. Although it does look like a tiny little speck in the sky, it's a lot bigger than you think. So, it is believed to have come from China, which I think has actually been confirmed. And according to the Department of Homeland Security, it entered United States airspace in Alaska on January 28th and took this path from China across the Pacific Ocean through Alaska, down through Canada, through Montana into the United States. It is confirmed to have been part of a Chinese intelligence project, although it's unclear of what intelligence they are actually looking for. Eventually, it was shot down just past South Carolina in the Atlantic Ocean. Why did they fly this balloon? Well, we are not really sure yet, as they haven't released the true purpose of what's going on. But sensors on the balloon have been pointing towards they were looking for intelligence surveillance. What was on the balloon, you might ask? According to ABC News, there was recon sensors, antenna, and solar panels. Solar panels were to power the balloon as it went across the globe. The recon sensors were assumed to be for intercepting communication, and the antenna were supposedly used to be relaying this information back to who knows where. Probably somewhere, definitely somewhere in China, but who knows where in China. Eventually, it was shot down on February 4th by the F 22 fighter jet, which is a new fighter jet from Lockheed Martin. And it was actually its first confirmed air to air kill, as it's relatively new. And the balloon was shot down over South Carolina, and all the remnants landed in the Atlantic Ocean. How will this affect relations with China? Well, definitely not good, I'll tell you that. Tensions have already been pretty high between the United States and China as of recent, and it's really only getting worse. So China refused to speak with the Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. This was pretty soon after the balloon was shot down, and then also the same week it was shot down, the Secretary of State Anthony Blinken ended up canceling his trip to Beijing as tensions were rising between the two countries. How does this relate to our class? In our class, we are also making a high altitude weather balloon, or not weather balloon exactly, but we're making high altitude weather balloon. They made a surveillance balloon. Essentially, they are pretty much the same thing, except ours have different sensors and are collecting different data than the Chinese spy balloon. Obviously, we are not making surveillance balloons, but we very well could if we had the right sensors. And definitely the Chinese balloon is bigger than ours, but I guarantee that if the engineering department gave us more funding, we could also make our own surveillance balloons. But yeah, they're very similar. They're just collecting different pieces of data. So, in conclusion, we're basically watching as tensions are rising between the United States and China. We're going to see what happens in the next few weeks as Homeland Security finds out more information, releases more information, then we'll get a better picture of what's really going on. And in this picture, this is when they were picking up the remnants out of the Atlantic Ocean. So, thank you for watching my presentation. Here are my references. Thank you.